Tulsa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. A huge opportunity for both of these teams to get a boost and find a way to break into the top 25 if they can come out with a victory. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Commodores offense will start this game off with the football. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground. It was amazing. It wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Quick strike complete. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban Field on 3rd down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. The sure hands, it's Washington. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Quick release by the QB. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. 3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Makes the grab. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
The give to the back. This This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. The play-action fake. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. And you saw that there on the incompletion.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it. Touchdown, Commodores! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Alabama's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Finds his man. It's Cole. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The DBs will back off a bit. Off the play fake on first down. Fires the pass. Intercepted.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Vanderbilt has it. Heading out to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. It's Coates. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Well, guys, Vanderbilt has the lead here as the quarter comes to a close. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Using his legs, it's Coates. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Commodores have their offense in high gear. They're going to ride this running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carry.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Vandy. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can throw him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. Oh, he's got some space. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Alabama quickly back to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the 1st. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama built its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. They'll go to the ground. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Using his legs, it's Washington. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. He rifles one deep down the middle. Oh, it's picked off.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
Still working. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up second down. Dropping back, it's Russell. Pressure coming. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grab near the sticks. It's Jeffrey. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the inside. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Here's the handoff. Finds a little space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to fire on second down. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Got it in the middle. It's Jeffrey. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And backed up, first and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. Tries again to get it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's third and goal from the 1. To the air, it's Russell. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense picks it up. The 50. He's inside the 40. The 20. He's at the touchdown doors. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Commodores will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Jukes his way for more. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to pass. It's Russell. Right on the money. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Caught behind the line. It's Cole. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play.
Turning it on at the 20. Touchdown, Alabama! And here they come, almost all the way back.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Commodores can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Out of the backfield, he's open. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's got his man. Turns it on in midfield. Turning on the Jets. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
That's caught. It's Cole. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Russell. Zings it complete to the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Wide open downfield. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the... This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. Rides the back and leaves it. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last 1st down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when to catch it, big fella.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. Right down the boulevard. It's good. They cut into that lead as it's now 28-17. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. I know they've put up really good numbers on offense, but David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tired cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
That's it for the period, and it's Vanderbilt holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to go up top. They're working that left side. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Off the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
Yeah, and 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
They'll give it to the back.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Firing to the right, complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Commodores really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the middle. Got him in the open. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Keep it on the ground. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Commodores trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Commodores! And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit. Just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive
breaks into the open. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Back to throw, it's Russell. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown Tide! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he tacks on the extra point. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They'll leave it with him. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Washington. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And the Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. You gotta believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver, run the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. Touchdown, Vandy! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that score, looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. slides to back and leaves it on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Alabama pushing the tempo. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late.
No gain on the play.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Back to throw, it's Russell. He's taking a deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking downfield on first down. Made a defender miss. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.